Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Hey, Biochemical. Hey, Nichols. How's it going? Ugh. My tea is almost done. I made it a little while ago, so half expect me to get up to have to make another tea. Oh, but welcome on back, everybody, for yet another stream continuing playing another Katawa Shoujo mod. Just continuing on with good old Sisterhood. Reminder, I do have that lovely handy-dandy command for, what exactly we are playing here. Mod I'm playing is Katawa Shoujo Sisterhood. It is adapting a popular Katawa Shoujo fanfiction. Sisterhood by guest poster. The story continues on from the end of Hanako's good ending, acting as an epilogue. This is just Act 1 of that fanfiction, but apparently it covers chapters 1 through 17. We are currently on chapter 5. So we got a little bit to go. And it's been really cute so far. I mean, it actually has been really, really cute so far. I like it. I liked it so far from what we played last time. To kind of sort of catch everybody up from what we did last time, though. Shockingly, in this Hanako route mod, it starts off from Lily's perspective. Yeah, this is gonna swap perspectives up too, apparently. We start from Lily's perspective back over in good old Scotland when she's first visiting. Just kind of talking about her time, and then her, well, thinking about good old Hisao and Hanako. But also the fact that her parents asked her and her sister to move in with them in Scotland, so they can be one big happy family again. So it brings in some elements from good old Lily's route as well. Ooh. Cutting back to, like Hisao, he's trying to take getting in shape and strengthening his heart a little more seriously. He's going on runs again. Unironically just with Emmy, because she's the runner, always there, and is once again pretty much acting as a spy for the nurse. Because he wants to take this seriously. Before it was just for his own, like, yeah, I'll do it just so I can, move around. But now it's, I have a girlfriend. I don't want to just drop dead, at a moment's notice. So I should probably do something about this to kind of, lessen the chances of that happening. We're also introduced to Hanako's therapist, a brand new character with a whole new sprite, which is really cool. She wanted Hisao to kind of come in just so she can get a read of just like his thoughts and feelings with Hanako, what he thinks of her, how the relationship came to be, and stuff like that. She's trying to get his side of things so she can maybe better potentially help Hanako more, because I mean already she's improved a lot apparently. This therapist has only been with her for about a year or so, but she's already seen massive improvements, and it could be in part to Hisao, which is nice. Which is very nice. It was just one of those things. It's a nice little cute little scene there. And then we basically ended this off with Hanako and Hisao welcoming Lily back from Scotland and throwing a tiny little mini party with probably the absolute cutest goddamn thing I have ever seen. They made custom art. Like, they made a custom sprite for Hanako. They made a custom sprite for wearing a gift Hisao got her on his first date. On their first date, he got her a little gift. A little hair clip. It's so cute. It's just a simple little hair clip. Like, you know exactly what that means. For now, she only kind of really wears it when she's around Hisao, but obviously that's supposed to tee her up for gaining that confidence to be able to, not shy away from people and keep her scars mostly hidden. Like, it's so cute. It's like, god damn, I wasn't expecting a modified model of Hanako. I love it so much. It's adorable. Even when she's like turned to a different angle, she still has the hair clip in, and you can see both of her eyes clearly. It's so fucking cute. Like, it's so cute. Funnily enough, Lily did kind of confess that she kind of sort of confessed that I guess her and Hanako talked a little bit before, enduring back in her mod in the base game. More or less, Hanako straight up just asked Lily, "Are you interested in Hisao?" Just right out of the gate. And Lily knew it was, if I had shown any interest in wanting to date you, she would have backed away even if you yourself had said you were interested in Hanako. Just as kind of a thing she just kind of put out there. Because, like, that's just how Hanako is. Which is kind of a little bit sad, but, I mean, that's how Hanako was back then. She was kind of back away. Didn't feel like she was kind of worth anything. But I've been loving this so far. I have actually been really liking it so far. Ooh, excuse me. So yeah, we're just going to continue right where we left off. Yeah, chapter 5. We left off at chapter 5. Apparently this is going to go up to chapter 17. Makes sense. That's apparently Act 1 of the Sisterhood fanfic. I love that they're open to making mods now, and I like how some of the first mods that have come out specifically for the English side of things have been adaptations of very popular fanfictions. First we had Learning to Fly, now we got Sisterhood. I can't wait to see what comes next. I honestly cannot wait to see what comes next. The next step thing you should do right now, guys, is go and give Nichols a follow, because you're going to have a lot more comfier times like we're having right now over on their channel. They're very comfy with the things they play. Unless they go for some Fallout and want to shoot some shit up.
Bomb.
Hey Jake, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for the bits. Why are you calling me Barn? I have an ear out because we're like expecting someone to come to pick up some old dog beds. And I'm like kind of the only one that's awake at the moment. Just for now. But if someone comes home before then awesome. I can just go back to full headphones. You're welcome, Nichols. Oh, enjoy your lurk, Jake. Not the barn. Yep. Alright, I talked to you guys for almost a half hour before I started the game last time, so I'm just gonna try and get into this. Because there's a lot to this. I have to do a lot of talking, and I mean a lot of talking. There is no voice acting in this at all, so it all must be done by moi. There's a lot of characters in this game, most of which I have forgotten what kind of voices I have given them. Because it's been fucking years. Literally years. I mean, I'm more or less settled on a few, and remember some, so yeah. We just go from there. So let's do it. Oh, okay, well this is just where we're starting, huh? Okay. Is he sitting out under the stars with Hanako? If he is, that is fucking... Oh. I lift my arm, hold my watch in front of my face, and press a button on the side, causing the display to light up. I hear the soft voice of my girlfriend, who is lying on the ground to my left. So, what time is it? It's nearly 10:30. Do you think we should head back? Not yet. Lily probably hasn't finished her book yet. A momentary silence. Silences around Hanako are sometimes uncomfortable, but right now they feel alright due to how relaxing our surroundings are. Hanako? Yes? How many romance stories do you think of a chapter where a couple is laying in an open field, gazing at the stars? I hear an amused giggle from Hanako. I could name at least 9. I suppose that would make us number 10. Oh my god. Guys. This is fucking adorable. I love this. After getting up early, too early, yesterday morning, we took the train to Hokkaido and arrived at the Sato summer home late in the afternoon. Ah, right. Lily came back just in time for the vacation like she did on her route, so they went to her summer home in Hokkaido like they did in Lily route. I failed to get a great deal of sleep the night before, so I spent a large part of the evening napping while Lily and Hanako cleaned up the house and made supper. I felt a little guilty about it, but neither seemed to mind it very much. Hope this fucker managed to take his pills this time. The day afterwards, we walked to a nearby town, which was more exhausting than I thought due to the heat. We had ice cream to cool down once we reached our destination, and Hanako spent most of the time afterwards browsing clothes for Lily, herself, and me. Golden, you're not gonna get any dimes. Good luck. After a filling lunch in town and more shopping, we walked back to the summer home, had a delicious dinner, and then went out for an evening walk while Lily remained behind in order to finish the book she started on the train a day ago. After lazily strolling through the surrounding area, we decided to take a break, and now we're lying side by side in the wheat field behind the summer home, just staring at the sky. Oh, the wheat field. It's the wheat field he confessed to Lily in. Okay. Okay, this is actually cute. Yes. Oh my god, guys. We started off on a great note already. We started off on an absolutely perfect note already today. This is the total tonal opposite of Grisaya that we've done for the past year. Hey, Sao? What is it? What do you think of our trip so far? I take a moment to think. 1 second. Just in a memento, folks. Sorry about this. Alright, I am back, and I don't know how you don't have a nickel emote, Nichols. It really is kind of an oversight. Might have to do something about that. Alrighty. We haven't really been doing anything spectacular ever since we got here. Lily's blindness, my heart condition, and Hanako's difficulty with crowds rule out a lot of activities. But somehow it hasn't detracted from the experience. Something about our little outings feels just right. I like it. I like it. A lot. I'm happy we got the opportunity to go here. It's nice to relax a bit after all the studying. ASAP, my channel points are nickels, so there's that. Yeah, I can always just use that as an emote. I mean, remember, for the longest time, my only emote that I had was this. That was my only one, but it's also my channel point one. It was also my sub badges for the longest time as well, but I turned them into the bit badge emotes. Well, the bit badges. Whew. Yeah, the OG Nanner. The good old OG Nanner. Then I had the Twitch ones. Then I have the ones that my Kamiyoshi made. Then the Padaru one. Then I got the banana ones off Etsy, and then the one Mari made. I think I just have some animated emote slots open, maybe? I think that might be all I got left, but I don't really have anything I can animate. Even the ones I do have animated were like just the Twitch ones, like, alright, just upload this emote and we'll just do very simple animations, like a shake, a spin, and a zoom. Hello! This game looks cute. It is so far. It's a mod to a visual novel that's adapting a very popular fanfiction that continues on from the end of one of the routes. So, major spoilers ahead if you ever want to play Katawa Shoujo. Like, absolutely massive spoilers. Just warning you now. In fact, I will be spoiling a lot of Katawa Shoujo because I'm going to talk about it a lot as I play this, as I love this game so much. I love Katawa Shoujo so goddamn much. Not to mention the stress related to other recent events. I really like it too. I'm thinking of why I like it so much. Well? Promise you won't laugh at me. I won't. Hanako hesitates for a bit, and then takes a deep breath. It feels like... It feels like what? It feels like I have a family again. Oh. Probably I'll forget 10 minutes later anyway. Okay. Long story short for you, Lord, just to kind of get you caught up in a way. Katawa Shoujo, literally translated as Disability Girls, is a visual novel that was created from a single piece of concept art from the back of a doujinshi by a whole bunch of random anons off of 4chan. And it turned out to be one of the most heart-wrenching, wholesome things in existence. Of just going to this school that is better suited to help out those with physical disabilities, and just getting to know each girl that you can get on a route with a little bit more and more. And, like, actually feeling like you know these people. It connects with you on such a level, it feels like, is this real life? I feel like I actually knew these people. I went to this school. I genuinely miss them when I stop and finish a route. It feels like coming home. It honestly is. Shockingly, something that came from 4chan is super fucking heartwarming. Super heartwarming. It is beloved. Like, absolutely beloved. I love it a lot. The character we're with right now, whose route this mod is an extension of, is Hanako. She's a girl that has burns on one side of her body that she got when she was a lot younger. She has a lot of, she had like a lot of self-esteem and anxiety issues and stuff because of it. Tries to avoid crowds, is very, very timid, and only trusts very few people. Because she's just really skittish and scared. And, well, our route basically had us more or less kind of break through that a little bit. Kind of get her to open up just a little bit more. Even after a misunderstanding between the two. But they came together, they confessed, and, well, they're a couple. Oh my god, I just noticed she's wearing the hair clip in this too. Oh, god damn it. This is too cute. It's absolutely too cute. A family, huh?
Yes. A small disabled family, but a family all the same.
I think about Hanako's words for a bit. The atmosphere between us really has felt like that over the last 2 days. The way Hanako and Lily looked while preparing our meals together. The way we had breakfast and dinner together. The way we huddled on the couch while watching television together. The way we relaxed in the backyard, reading books or playing games. It all felt so strangely comfortable. I think I know what you mean.
You feel the same?
I think I do. I keep trying to imagine what this kind of trip would have been like with the friends I used to hang out with before I came to Yamaku. And I don't think things would have felt this natural. This homey.
Maybe we both need to be away from Yamaku for a while. To, maybe remember what it's like to be normal.
That's a pretty good point Hanako is bringing up. When passing by students from other classes, I still tend to revert to thinking of them as that girl with a crutch, or that guy who's missing several fingers from time to time. And every time I catch myself, I'm reminded of my own condition. On the other hand, I'm not so familiar with both Lily and Hanako that I find it harder and harder to see their condition as something out of the ordinary. It simply has become part of who they are in my mind. Which is more or less just kind of the part of the underlying message of Katawa Shoujo. They aren't defined by their disabilities, they're still regular people. They're normal people going through all the feelings and emotions everybody else has. They're just physically a little different. That's it, that's all. But they're still the same people as anybody else that's walking around out there. Worrying about the same things, thinking about the same things, wanting the same things. That's it. It's just so fucking nice, guys. They're just people. They may have a disability, but again, that disability does not define who they are. I mean, the prime example is Emmy is not the girl with no legs. Emmy is the fastest thing on no legs. She's got no legs, but she's a fucking track star. Oh, thanks for the bits, Laura. Thank you. She didn't let her disability define her. She, tries to defy her disability, and she succeeds. That's why this game just resonates with a lot of people. It's so good. Life here has been very relaxed. Lily's familiarity with the buildings allowed her to get around without needing her cane. Having no other people in a 1-mile radius has allowed Hanako to relax to the point where she's wearing her hair clip almost constantly. And although she's still not as chatty as Emmy or Misha usually are, she's calm enough to hold conversations with us without her usual stammering. The only time I was reminded of my own condition was when I was forced to admit to Hanako yesterday evening that I hadn't even thought about taking my medication for the day yet after she asked me about it. Oh, okay. Good, so we avoided him almost dying from a heart attack again. Good. Yeah, also, that's our main character's thing. He found out he has a heart defect. He has arrhythmia. He found out he had it when someone he liked decided to confess to him that she liked him, and he nearly dropped dead on the spot. So he at the moment, he wasn't able to do a lot of physical activity. Someone just maybe hitting his chest a little too hard could have sent him into basically a death spiral. And at the very start of the game, when he goes to the school, he was just coming out of multiple months being stuck inside the hospital. He's got this condition for the rest of his life. There is absolutely no cure for what he's got. The best he can do is just strengthen his heart to lessen the chance of a random hit, putting him into a weird rhythm and, you know, killing him. So a lot of the game is him just kind of coming to terms with the fact that he has this heart murmur, this arrhythmia. Learning's like, okay, it's not going to define me. It's part of who I am. I just have to carry on. I can kind of relate to that character? Okay. Yeah, beginning of this game, he was like just grumpy and just kind of like whatever. Just kind of really didn't want to associate with anyone, more or less. He just kind of like, I don't even want to be here. I'm being forced to go to this school kind of thing. I have to uproot my entire life because of this stupid heart of mine. Even also that his anger was also kind of turned into a depression. He was very depressed in the beginning. But obviously that kind of changed. He's come to terms with what he has and is just like, all right, I have it. Nothing I can really do about it. Just gotta carry on. This is my life now. Make the best of it. And well, obviously he's happier now. He's not seeing it as something that's holding him back, preventing him from living a normal life. You can still live a normal life. He's just gotta take things a little differently. Okay. I think you more or less got it right. Looks about right. It has way too many, like, R's in there for its own good. Like, just the word itself in general has, like, too many R's and different consonants next to each other for its own damn good. Lily has 7 consonants in a row. I mean, a lot of words do too, but just, I don't know, something about it just looks off. Just the word itself, arrhythmia, just like, that's just a word that just looks weird. While taking my pills has become automatism for me at Yamaku, I was confronted by the fact I've become prone to forgetting about them when suddenly taken out of my usual daily routine. And while I'm thankful that Hanako takes her promise of mutual support so seriously, I'm not thrilled by the prospect of her watching me like a hawk for the remainder of the trip. Still, her scolding was only a minor inconvenience. You're right. It's been months since I felt this normal.
For me, it's probably been years.
A silence. While she didn't sound sad while saying it, the reminder of how stagnant Hanako's life has been until recently depresses me a bit. Eager to steer the discussion away from that topic, I returned to what we were talking about previously. So, if we're like a family, what would that make Akira? The loud and feisty aunt? Hanako giggles at that mental image.
Probably.
And I guess Lily would be the mother of the bunch?
No mother or father. Just Lily, you, and me.
My question was merely in jest, so I raised an eyebrow at how seriously Hanako answers it. Does Hanako object to the suggestion of her and Lily's relationship being like a mother-daughter relationship? Or does she think the idea of other people being like a mother or father figure is inappropriate since her own parents died? If it's anything related to the latter, there's no way I'm going to explore that right now, lest I ruin her mood for the rest of her time here. Is Lily like a sister to you, then?
I can't really tell for sure. I was an only child, so I don't really know.
Same here. We could have asked Lily if she was here right now. Hanako lets out an audible sigh. I wouldn't be surprised if her thoughts are the same as mine right now.
About Lily, have you noticed as well?
It'd be really hard to miss it. She's kind of acting like she accidentally joined us on our honeymoon. The lengths Lily's going to in order to give Hanako and me private time together seems a bit much. It's been mostly small things, like deciding to finish a book when we asked her to take a walk with us, or suddenly wanting to take a break and catch a tan for an hour while we were in town, and leaving Hanako and I to do the shopping without her. Although small, they have started adding up.
Is she avoiding us?
She's just trying to give us some space. Wouldn't you do the same for her if it was her who just got a new boyfriend?
Probably. Maybe. It's just that it feels like she's trying to get us to hook up, even though we're already together. So I don't really understand.
Good point. It's like she's trying to play matchmaker, which seems strange since we have all the time in the world to do this at our own pace. And unlike her cousin, Lily isn't really the type to try to hurry people along. I think I know why she's doing it, kinda. It's because of, her still thinking about going back to Scotland to live with her parents again, finally. Maybe she's trying to distance herself from them to make it easier on her to eventually be apart from them forever. Or she is just trying to take that, let them be together alone for a while. Or is it because she actually did have a thing for Hisao, but never said anything because Hanako spoke up first? Maybe she has unrequited feelings for him. And it's actually, seeing them together is too much for her. Seeing in quotations, Lord, because Lily is blind. She was born blind. She's also my best girl in this game. I love Lily. Lily is fucking amazing. I absolutely adore Lily. The strange mix of a Japanese and Scottish heritage. But I love Lily. Lily's awesome. And then again, she did do something similar back when she had Akira take her and us to that pool club in town in an attempt to get Hanako and me closer to each other. It's her motherly streak. She get carried away with it at times. Just give it time. It'll probably blow over in a week or two.
You're probably right.
We fall silent, neither of us really knowing how to continue the conversation. You think you know who Lily is? I think I have a picture of her saved somewhere. Give me a second. I can see. Oh, actually, this is really helpful. I have the fan, like, reference sheet someone made of Lily. I'm just gonna make sure. Yep. That's Lily. That's Lily. She's the one that coined the phrase, as the character sheet shows, healthy adolescent sex drive. I love Lily a lot. She's just amazing. Yesterday when they played her theme, like when her theme came on during the game, I literally got goosebumps. Hell yeah. Yeah, in the base game, she is tied for the amount of 18 plus sex scenes with another character, with 3. Of the 5 girls you can go with, she's tied for first in a number of them. A character actually questions her on this, saying she really likes to have a lot of sex, or she's really dirty-minded. And it's like, I just have a healthy adolescent sex drive. Just being all pouty about it. We fall silent, neither of us really knowing how to continue the conversation. I only know the character exactly because of that. Oh, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Ooh. One thing remains on my mind. Even though most of Lily's actions to give Hanako and me some time alone were rather small, one of them was decidedly less so. When we arrived at the summer home and made preparations to unpack, Lily gave us a small tour of the house, ending up in the house's only bedroom. A fairly large room with a double bed near the window and a smaller single bed near the corner. She then dropped a bombshell by announcing that she herself would be using the convertible futon in the living room to spend the night on before casually walking out of the room, leaving Hanako beat red and me baffled by this uncharacteristically unsubtle move on her part. Oh yeah, back in Lily Route, we had the futon. Lily's just like,
I know exactly what they're going to do. I'm going to let them have the bed and the only room that has a door. If they're going to be up all night fucking like rabbits, I'd rather not be sleeping in the cuck bed.
Oh my god. I later questioned her about it, but she replied by saying she wasn't forcing us to sleep in the same bed, and the sight of Hanako in her nightgown wasn't anything new to me. When I realized that in order to continue the discussion, I'd have to get into how far along Hanako and I were in that area, I decided not to paint myself into a corner and drop the subject while I was still ahead. Okay, he didn't want to actually discuss their sex life. Good man. Good man. I was, of course, a gentleman, so Hanako was given the double bed while I spent the first night in the smaller one. All in all, it was still a pretty comfortable place to sleep. Dude, I have slept on the floor using my sweater as a pillow. I was comfortable. I have slept on a hotel room floor using a pillow No, sorry. Using a sweater as a pillow. Or was it my backpack as a pillow and a sweater as a blanket? I don't know. Hey, I mean, I slept. So it worked out in the end. Thank God we don't gotta do that anymore. We don't gotta cram as many people into a hotel room for Anime North now. That's like the one silver lining. I can actually get a bed. Still, the question how far Hanako and I were in that area lingers on my mind. We have kissed each other, of course, and sometimes shared a tight hug, but I'm not really sure if that was any indicator on the rest. We slept together once, but Hanako merely initiated that because she thought it was the only way to prevent me from drifting away from her. And she was so uncomfortable during the whole experience, and it's clear to me in hindsight, she certainly wasn't ready for the act itself. Hey, Nick, no, we did not hit the end. We are still at the very start here, from the start of where we left off last time. But how you doing, buddy? Oh, enjoy your lurk, Nichols. Enjoy dinner. Get those noms. Don't worry, you didn't miss too much. They're just lying in the wheat field, talking to each other. And kind of figuring Lily's giving us a lot of space. A crap ton of space. Is having that kind of intimacy something Hanako will ever be doing for her own enjoyment to begin with? We have never mentioned that night we spent together again after we started dating, and I don't really know how Hanako sees sex. She isn't exactly a flirty person, or someone who I'd expect to come on to me on her own. How open to sex is Hanako when the threat of losing our friendship isn't looming over her? Would she reluctantly offer herself to me again if I took the initiative out of fear that I might lose interest in her otherwise, rather than because she wants me? God, that needs some commas in there. The only way to avoid that would be to leave the initiative up to her. But that could again cause the risk of her making a move on me because she feels she has to. If anything, our night together made things more complicated. I wonder if there's an opportunity to talk to her about it without her freezing up in embarrassment. I've learned over the last few weeks that making assumptions about Hanako isn't always the smartest thing to do. Look at this cute as fuck CG, Nick. This is adorable. I love this. It's so good. Well, I'm also gonna just let's do that. Hit a save real fast, and okay, good. Adult content is disabled. Good. That's all I need to see. I like how it still plays, it still shows what the current track playing is. I love that about this game. Like, just Katawa in general. Tells you the scene and what track is playing. All the songs are like very short, but they loop into loop into themselves well enough you can put them on repeat. Like for these scenes. It's been the same track for, you know, almost an hour that we've been going. It loops into itself. It's perfect. It's perfect that way. I gently sit upright to look at Hanako. It's too dark to see her face clearly, but the fact she doesn't react to me staring at her suggests she has her eyes closed. Hanako.
Yes?
You weren't sleeping, were you?
No, just relaxing a bit.
Feeling a little playful, I pick up one of the straws that broke off when we sat down here and use it to gently tickle the side of Hanako's face. She doesn't react. I carefully move the straw closer to the center of her face. When there's still no reaction, and I start tickling her nose, she lets out a gasp, opens her eyes, puffs out her cheeks, and blows the straw upwards. I bring it closer to her face again, and for a second time, she blows it away. We repeat this little charade a few times until she gets tired of it, sits up, and playfully snatches the straw away.
You're mean. Suddenly tickling my nose like that?
Wasn't exactly sudden. You just didn't react before. Oh, you idiot. You idiot. He was tickling her burns. You know, the ones that more than likely have permanent nerve damage. She's not gonna feel anything from there. Oh boy. Hanako thinks for a moment, then suddenly slumps her shoulders.
Oh.
Why does she suddenly sound depressed? Did I do something wrong? Hey, what's the matter?
You touched the right side of my face, didn't you?
Yes?
I don't really feel anything there. Not anymore.
I feel the urge to punch myself. I really should have spotted that landmine from a mile away, and yet I happily pranced right onto it. I'm sorry, Hanako.
It's the same for my right shoulder, and arm, and... Well, you've seen it for yourself.
I have. But I hadn't really thought much about the fact that a not insignificant part of her body was devoid of the sense of touch. Hold on. Will Twitch bonk me if I bring up her character sheet that same person made? Do I have her? Oh, I do have hers. I'll bring it up very briefly. I'm going to bring it up very briefly, but just because it's going to be her in underwear they made for her. And I think they're kind of sort of basing it on like the single CG we see of her full body and whatever the sex scene one show that we never saw on stream because I turned the adult content off. So we just got pulsating barbecue shrimp. Don't ask. So it is a fair chunk of her right side that has burns. It is a fair chunk. Yeah, I don't want to keep that up too long in case Twitch is just like, no, get out. Yep, she was caught in a house fire as a kid and was shielded by her mother, I think, from a majority of the flames. But she still got, obviously. It's been quite a few years since then, so those scars aren't exactly going to just go away. It's actually amazing she can still see out of both eyes. It's actually really amazing she didn't lose her right eye in any way. You can't feel anything in any of those areas?
Around some areas, I can feel it when you press hard enough. But nothing softer. Not any pleasant sensations anymore.
I wrap my arms around her. I start realizing why Hanako often hugged me so tightly when we exchanged kisses. Since the sensation on her back and shoulders was partially numbed, she had a tendency to press herself against me to maximize the sensations she was feeling from the front.
It's probably for the better, though. It could have been worse. It's better to feel nothing at all than to be in constant pain. Isn't it?
That's true, but that can't feel like much of a consolation right now. I don't think it's going to do much good offering her sympathy. What she needs me to do right now is cheer her up. God damn. Good job, Hisao. One simple comment had her talking, very clear and fluidly, and now she's back to stuttering. Oh, boy. I mean, he fucked up. Now he knows he fucked up, and now he feels like absolute shit for it. He's learning. He did fuck up. But he accepts that he fucked up. He wants to make amends. She probably also knows he fucks up. She's just, gonna be sensitive about that kind of stuff. Still. They've only been dating for a few weeks now. So, it's not like she's just gonna, it's not like all of a sudden, I'm completely cured of everything I have wrong. No, that's not the point. A relationship does not cure your mental anguish in any way, shape, or form. I think for a moment. I have an idea that might work, even if it's a bit of a gamble. It might also end up backfiring on me, but I decided to take the risk. I sit a little bit closer to her. Maybe it's not as bad as you think it is. Not the puppy dog smile. Hanako looks at me with a puzzled expression, clearly having expected a different response. Keeping my left arm around her, I gently move my right hand downward to a point just above her hip and start tickling her side. Hanako's puzzled expression gets uncomfortable and she suddenly lets out a forced giggle. I smile inwardly. This was the reaction I was hoping for.
Hey, that tickles.
I give her a mischievous grin and keep going. Hanako's body begins to squirm and she starts trying to push herself away from me.
Don't do that.
I let her get away for a moment, then unexpectedly let go of her, causing Hanako to fall backwards. Before she can sit upright again, I move over to her and quickly straddle her. Oh, good lord.
Hisao?
Hanako, I bet you still have plenty of sensitive spots left. Oh my god. I quickly reach down and start tickling her left side again, drawing out another giggle.
Don't!
And I won't stop until you admit that. She moves her arm down to shield herself, so I quickly move my hand and start tickling her neck instead. One more involuntary giggle is the result.
Stop!
I don't even have to look very hard, Hanako. When she moves her arms up to ward off my hand, I swiftly go over her armpit next. Oh my god. Dude, you're right, this is a gamble, but it seems to be working.
So, Cut it out!
Admit it and I'll stop. She tries to buck her hips in an attempt to knock me off, but I barely even feel it. As she lowers her arms, I grab it and start tickling the lower part of her arm. A gasp. Then her collarbone when she yanks her arm away. Oh my god, she snorts when she laughs. Holy shit. I wish an ad wasn't happening right now for anyone that doesn't have a sub. Oh my god. She snorts. Oh my god. That's actually cute.
Please. Stop.
Now she's giggling uncontrollably. Then her tummy. I'll use my own laugh for that, that's fine. Then her ribs just beneath her breasts.
Stop.
At this point, I'm using both hands to tickle several areas at once. Hanako is literally crying with laughter. I realize I'm taking a bit of a risk right now. If one of her flailing arms accidentally hits me in the chest, I'll probably go out like a light, and I doubt an ambulance could get here very quickly. Oh, so that's the gamble he's taking. That's the gamble. She could accidentally hit his chest and send him into a spiral. Still, seeing the usually subdued Hanako like this is an interesting experience.
Stop! I admit it! I admit it!
I immediately stop tickling her, get off of her, and sit across from her as she tries her hardest to catch her breath. I never knew you were this ticklish. Hanako's now panting as if she just sprinted a kilometer uphill. As her breathing slowly returns to normal, she sits up and wipes the tears from her eyes. I have expected her to angrily walk away, but instead she just sits there. I think this kind of proves my point. Don't you agree? Not willing to let her back down, I reach out and make a tickling motion in the air with my fingers. Oh my god. Hanako immediately shivers, crosses her arms in front of her chest, and lets out an involuntary giggle.
That tickles. Don't get near me.
I didn't even touch you just now. Anyway, don't you agree? She doesn't say anything, but she carefully leans forward and gives me a kiss on the lips. As unorthodox as it may have been, I think my method of cheering her up worked. I've never heard Hanako laugh like that before. I hope that someday she'll be able to laugh like that without being forced into it.
Isao?
Yes?
I'm okay now. Just don't do that again, promise?
It's a big temptation, but okay. I promise.
Shall we go back now? I'm a bit tired after all this.
Lead the way. We slowly walk back to the summer home at the far end of the wheat field. As we approach the patio, which is pitch black due to being in the shadow of the building, we hear Lily's familiar voice from somewhere.
Welcome back, Hanako. Hisao. Have you enjoyed your walk?
I'm about to ask Lily where she is when I hear a soft thud followed by a startled yelp. Seems like Hanako, who was walking slightly ahead, has already found her.
I'm sorry, Lily. I didn't see you. My, is it that late already? Please, wait here for a moment.
We hear measured steps head toward the house, followed by the sound of an opening door. A few seconds later, a light near the patio door flicks on as Lily emerges and heads back toward the chair she was sitting in before Hanako nearly tripped over her. We'll be going inside, Lily. Care to join us? Lily picks up a discarded book laying near the chair and holds it up for a moment.
I only have a few pages left. I'll be with you in a few minutes. Please make yourselves comfortable. And, Hanako? Yes, Lily?
She sends us a playful grin.
Can you retrieve the bottle we opened this morning? I believe a glass before bedtime will help us sleep all the better.
I'm becoming a fucking wino now. Oh, the therapist? Are we going to Hanako's point of view now?
Please, come in, please.
Oh, yeah, this is from Hanako's point of view now. Let me just save here real quick. Okay, Chapter 0. Well, I don't know how the fuck we managed to go from 5 to 0, but, okay, cool. Let's do it.
After I hear the reply to my knocking, I hesitantly open the door leading into the office where I have my sessions every other week. Office isn't really a good word to describe it. Den or living room seems more appropriate. Miss Yumi has very peculiar tastes when it comes to her workplace.
He used to go from 5 to 0 at school. Well, I mean, there's 17 chapters, apparently, that was adapted, so I guess Chapter 0 got written partway through this as kind of a prologue to this epilogue that they threw in after the fact, maybe? Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Good day, Miss Hanako. Good day, Miss Yumi. As I enter, Miss Yumi gets up, approaches me, and we exchange greetings and polite bows. May I have the honor of getting you some tea, Miss Hanako? I humbly accept, Miss Yumi. The little ritual we practice at the start of every session is a bit old-fashioned, just like the room in Miss Yumi herself. It serves its purpose well. Since it's exactly the same every time, I can simply repeat the phrases I always use without having to think too hard about how to respond, which usually causes me to start stuttering. A small bowl of tea is gently placed in my hands, and after a small bow, we both take a careful drink.
Okay, good lord. I'm gonna try to do the Hanako voice for her narration for as long as I can. But holy crap, guys. It is actually kind of hard. If you notice, I'm inhaling and then exhaling as I speak it. Like, I take a breath in, and I'm trying to do a breathier voice for it as I'm exhaling all of that. So if I'm speeding up and maybe sounding a little fast at the end, it's because I'm literally running out of breath. Turn it into ASMR. Oh my god. I mean, Nevermore, when they came in, said, I do have a nice voice when reading this stuff, like, things out, just in general. They do like how I will read things out and give characters voices. I could, like saying, I could do audiobooks if I wanted to. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I think I speak fluidly enough, for the most part, but I'm not tripping over my own words. But I mean, I start speaking and then forget what I'm reading and just kind of glance at it real quick, just like, yeah, that's definitely what it says, then say something totally different. All the time. Every time. That's why I always say words. Because that's like my code word for I fuck up. I made an oopsie. So yeah, I'll try to do Hanako's part as best I can with her voice. If I think I can't do it anymore, I'll just switch to normal talking.
When I was admitted to the school, the head nurse explained to me the teachers were not going to make a fuss if I felt anxious and wanted to leave class to catch my bearings. However, he also mentioned he was assigning me one of the therapists at school for sessions outside of school hours. I sensed that they expected me to go along with this in return for the leniency I received in regards to my school attendance, so I reluctantly accepted. My first therapist was a middle-aged man with thick glasses and a scruffy beard. He was polite enough, but also really intimidating. I always felt a bit like a research specimen during our sessions. Eventually, I was referred to another person, a rather young man with a stubble, sneakers, and an awful sweater. He was nice enough, but I always felt uneasy around him. The third person was Miss Takawa, who was new to Yamaku at the time. She told me I could start calling her Miss Yumi as a sign of trust once I felt we established such a thing. And since a few weeks I've been calling her...
Since a few weeks I've been calling her that? That feels a little clunky. They might have just mistyped something.
Well then, shall we start? Yes, please.
Shogi? Go?
Miss Yumi gives a small nod, and I place the first black stone onto the game board. Miss Yumi takes one of her white stones and puts it in place with a dull tap.
Shogi, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not Chinese checkers. That uses like a weird diamond pattern thing. Also, guess what? Chinese checkers is not Chinese at all. Me and my friends looked this up one day because we got like really curious for whatever reason. Chinese checkers is a strategy board game of German origin. It is a German game, but for some reason they call it Chinese checkers. The game was invented in Germany in 1892 under the name Sternhalma as a variation of the older American game Halma. The stern refers to the star shape it has. The name Chinese checkers originated in the United States as a marketing scheme in 1928. The original name they tried to market this thing as in America was Hop Ching Checkers. I am not kidding. Yeah, so this is a German-made game that an American board game company started marketing in the 1920s, initially under the name Hop Ching Checkers, before changing it to Chinese checkers. I think they're playing Go? Gomoku? Is that just a longer form of Go? Okay, it's played with Go pieces. Okay. But I think they might be specifically playing Go, though. Specifically Go. Possibly. I mean, you could probably play Gomoku with a Go board, because they have, like, the same layout. And again, use the same pieces? We'll see. I'm sure they'll say exactly what it is. Oh, of course, Gomoku. In the 19th century, the game was introduced to Britain where it was known as Go Bang. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Can they stop naming shit?
So, Miss Hanako, how have you been sleeping lately? Not too badly. We usually have an agreement that only the person whose turn it is allowed to speak. If I want things to slow down, we can simply wait a bit before placing my next stone. That's good to hear. May I suggest we try a week without sleeping pills again, and see if things remain that way? The worst of weeks should be behind us for now. If you say so.
Ah, it is Go. Okay, they are playing Go. Alright, we got our answer. It is, in fact, Go. Still, Go and Gomoku use the same boards and the same pieces, so could have gone either way.
Miss Yumi is an enthusiastic Go player, and ever since our third meeting, we've been playing as part of our session. If we can get you your daily 8 hours of sleep again without any medication, then that's a goal we should not pass up. If you still have bad dreams 3 weeks after that day, you could try some herbal tea. I happen to know a recipe that tends to work very well. Okay then.
Nice little thing for you, lore. This character here, Miss Takawa, mod original, fanfiction original. So the person adapting the fanfiction into this mod got this sprite of Miss Takawa made, and it fits with the art style. It fits so well. It fits so well. I really like the look of Miss Takawa. She fits in, like, very good.
I don't think I actually relax while playing games, as Miss Yumi thought at first. It's quite the opposite. I grow more focused than usual. But since I get to focus on something other than my anxiety, my head tends to be clearer, and I'm less nervous in my interactions. If you were a little older, I could recommend a few sips of sake as well, but I don't think that'd be a good idea right now. If the principal were to find out, these old bones would be dragged out onto the street in a heartbeat. I suppress a small giggle. While Miss Yumi is always a bit formal, she's not always serious and is quick to fill the silences with some small talk whenever I don't have much to say myself.
See, that's an example. I was just running out of breath there. That's why there was a weird, awkward pause between Say and myself. I ran out of breath.
So, how is life in the dorms these days? Same as always. Except the girl in the room next to mine has moved out recently. I see. Have you ever spoken to her? Not that I can remember. She tried to speak to me, though, around the time I moved in here. Or rather, barged into my room and pretended living next to each other was enough to make us instant buddies. I've kept my door locked ever since.
Ooh, Jesus.
No, I haven't. So I suppose you can expect to get a new neighbor soon. I doubt the housing department will leave that room empty for long. That would be too much to hope for. Maybe. Maybe even someone nice. Hopefully nice enough to ignore me instead of staring at me. Maybe. That's not a bad move, Miss Hanako. You're getting much better at this. She's just flattering me. While it's nice to play against her, I haven't beaten her a single time. She's a formidable player and doesn't feel the need to hold back for her opponent's sake. Not really. I have the not very scientific belief that it's possible to deduce certain personality aspects of a person through their playing style while they're still learning the ropes of a game. What does that say about me? Have you been analyzing me through this? Like a creative variation of a typical question form? Really? Your defensive playing style fits your personality, Miss Hanako. Am I right to assume your favorite chess strategies also focus on defense? That's a pretty good deduction. Am I really that predictable? That's... right. But pure defense will never win you anything. At best, it results in a stalemate. Isn't that still better than losing? Is she saying I should try to go on the offensive instead? That'd just get me beaten sooner. Should I play aggressively then?
She's probably gonna say no to that. Everyone knows the best way to win at chess is throw the pieces at your opponent. No, the best way to win at chess is just to eat the pieces as they turn their heads. Just slowly eat the pieces when they turn their heads, so they realize they don't know what the fuck's happening. Where'd all my pawns go? I don't know. Crunch. Eat the board. It's made of wood. A lot of fiber in there. You need some fiber in your diet.
Playing aggressively doesn't suit you. It would be better for you to stick to what comes naturally to you and improve upon it. A good offensive player forces opportunities. A good defensive player takes advantage of opportunities as they arise. Ooh. Are we still talking about Go here? We could practice it if you'd like. I'm going to leave you a few openings now and then, and it's up to you to spot them and exploit them as quickly as you can. She smiles as her eyes scan the board. You might find that games like these, and life in general, have quite a few parallels.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I see where she's going with this. Alright, likening it all to Go. A strategy game is also a strategy for life. I think she knows what she's talking about, guys.
I just nod and try to focus on the result of Miss Yumi's latest move. Am I already supposed to look for openings?
As a chess player, I have to agree with her. Hanako is also a chess player, so this is something she should technically also know. But again, she plays like pure defense. I think the only one she's won against, I think the only people she's won against are Lily and Hisao. Because those are the only people she plays with. We've seen her play with one other person before in a different route, and, well, she lost. Like, she lost because put a super competitive player against someone who's more casual, and they're going to get destroyed. Hanako didn't deserve that. Shizune is just way too competitive for her own good.
By the way, Miss Hanako, I almost forgot to tell you that I will be on leave for the next 2 weeks. So, our next session will be in 21 days. If anything happens, you can always contact the head nurse here. I have no plans to take any trips, so we should have no problems getting in touch with me in the unlikely case of an emergency. That news makes me feel sad. I didn't think about it at first, but I've come to enjoy these sessions. I can be on my own just fine most of the time without feeling miserable. But now that I'm being told I'll have to wait for 3 weeks before I'll be able to talk and play games again, I suddenly start to feel lonely. She said she's not going to be away from home. Should I ask if I can visit her sometime? Just to play a few more games?
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. She's getting into her own head. Oh dear. This might not be good.
What if she rejects me? She's an adult. She has been for a long time. She's different from my old schoolmates. We get along. She doesn't mind my scars. Is something bothering you, Miss Hanako? I... My social anxiety, which usually reigns subdued during these sessions, has just returned in full force and is threatening to choke me.
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, she's having a bit of an anxiety attack right now. This happened in her route, too. She basically went catatonic. Hey, Aura, how's it going? Came in at a hell of a time.
As my breathing starts speeding up, Miss Yumi places her bowl in front of me, then gets up to get the kettle from the brazier in the corner. Don't force yourself, dear. Take a sip, a few deep breaths, close your eyes, and think of a clear sky or flowing water. Just a few sentences. I can do this.
Oh, okay, she was just getting anxiety from asking. I come in at threatening to choke me. Is she okay? Having a bit of an anxiety attack. Basically, whether or not she should try and ask her therapist, hey, you're taking like a little time off from work. Is it okay if I can come to your place so we can keep playing Go together? Because she really enjoys these during her therapy sessions. Yeah, so she's having a little bit of anxiety from that. Getting into her own head.
Miss Yumi, can I come over next weekend play a game with you? Miss Yumi merely looks at me with an unreadable expression on her face. Or rather, stares at me. Come over next week, you say? Don't tell me she didn't understand. Did I really cut such a pathetic figure? I gather all of what's left of my rapidly vaporizing determination and force myself to smile at her.
Oh, Hanako, honey. She wants to be friends with her therapist. Aw.
Miss Yumi, can I be friends with you? I exhale deeply. Said it. I didn't think I could do it, but I said it. But strangely enough, Miss Yumi doesn't react. As I look at her, I still see that same neutral expression on her face. Just when I'm about to ask her if she's heard me, she slowly starts speaking. Miss Hanako, your friendship is the second most valuable gift in the world you can offer another person. And a priceless gift it is. Her gaze suddenly lowers and shifts to one of the corners of the table. A feeling of dread starts to well up inside me. Miss Yumi shuts her eyes for a few seconds, and then forces herself to look right at me. I'm very sorry that I cannot possibly accept it. Of course not.
Aw. I get why she can't. From a professional standpoint, she can't say, yes, I will be friends with you. I get it. From a purely professional standpoint, she can't be friends with a patient. It still hurts, though.
I try to think of something more to say. Some way to change the subject. But I can't. Of course she wouldn't want me around. Who would want to spend time with a useless person like me? She's only tolerating me because she's being paid for it.
As a profession, I get it and relate to this. Yeah, like, we get why she has to say no. I think even if we explain that to Hanako, even if she were to explain that to Hanako, she's still gonna spiral like this. This is primarily her mindset still, and probably is going to be for a very long time. Oh, honey.
I have to get out of here. I feel a lump in my throat. desperately try to swallow it. I have to get out of here. I squeeze my eyes shut. I can't prevent tears from rolling down my cheeks. I have to get out of here now.
Oh, give me a second, guys. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Doing the voice and then having a little coughing fit because of it. Oh, it makes me go lightheaded.
Miss Hanako? Go somewhere. Anywhere. Away from here. Miss Hanako? Far away from here. Miss Hanako! Miss Yumi's stern voice snaps me out of it. When I look at her, I notice she has a tissue in her hand, which she offers me while her eyes look sadly but compassionately at me. Before you draw your own conclusions, please let me explain.
Where does your water redeem? Hydrate? God damn it. I have no... I will get something. Be right back really, really quickly. Aura, I will be fine. I have something. I have something. I'll be alright. I have done this before. Don't worry.
Explain? Is this where she's going to make up excuses? Tell me she's not worthy or something? I'm not refusing your gift because I don't enjoy spending time with you, or because you're not a sweet and caring girl. I do, and you are. I cannot accept your gift because a friendship between us would be inappropriate. Inappropriate? You know what's inappropriate? Your friendliness! Playing games with me and acting all interested in me? Pretending that you care? It's just a facade. Another tool to pry me open so you can take a look inside and determine just how broken things are. I'm trying to restrain myself, but suddenly I feel furious. Before I can stop myself, I hiss a reply to her. I'm just another broken human being for you to fix. I regret those vitriolic words the instant they leave my mouth. But Miss Yumi doesn't flinch.
Unsurprising. I'm sure she's heard that and probably worse. She's definitely heard worse as a therapist. She's not going to take this kind of stuff to heart.
Instead, she refills the tea bowl and calmly looks back at me. Supporting your recovery, or fixing you, to use your own words, is what I'm here for. It'd be disingenuous of me to pretend otherwise. I am a therapist, after all. I freeze. That's not the reaction I expected at all. Miss Hanako, the desire for friendship you expressed just now is undeniably a good thing, and I'd greatly encourage you to hold on to it. But not all friendships are undeniably good. Some friendships can be downright unhealthy, and friendships with therapists are the unhealthiest of them all. I don't understand. Friendships are a bond of mutually accepted equality, Miss Hanako. True friends are equals. Two people cannot be equals if one of them is being paid to spend time with the other. Two people cannot be equals if one has learned the history of the other through a case file.
I have to go to sleep, but I don't want to go because I need the story to get happy somehow. They gotta have something. They gotta have a little bit of conflict in here, Laura. Don't worry. It'll eventually get better. This is also only going to be Act 1, because they haven't done Acts 2 through 4 yet, because it's a big project. But Ms. Takawa does have a point. She's making a very valid point.
True friends are willing to share both each other's joy and each other's grief. And you can't? As your therapist, I will be here as long as you need me. But when you stop requiring that assistance, when you start getting better, people like me will start backing out of your life in order to shift their attention to those more in need of their presence. It's what a therapist does. It's not something a friend would ever do. So, are you saying we cannot be friends? Ever? I believe that a good therapist will never try to become your friend, and a good friend will never try to become your therapist.
If you think this is tough, try in this exact moment with your doctor.
No person should try to fulfill both roles for you. I believe I can serve you best as a therapist because we work well together. Unless you can no longer believe in me after today. I'm not sure. Please, let me assure you right now, Miss Hanako, that I still believe in you. Just because I cannot be your friend doesn't mean I'm going to give up on you. I believe that you'll get the friendships you desire in time. Why? Because I learned one more thing from watching you play. What's that? That you're not a quitter. Even though life, like me, hasn't been easy on you, you do not quit. And because quitting is not in your character, you'll eventually come across the right opportunities. Now I believe she's merely trying to cheer me up. I really need some time alone at the moment. I get up to leave, and Miss Yumi lets me go without protesting. As I open the door to turn around to bid farewell, Miss Yumi performs what has to be the deepest and most prolonged bow I've ever seen from her. When she rises, I'm shocked to see an expression of genuine sadness on her face. Truth be told, I've been forced to have this talk with several people over the years, and it still breaks my heart every time I have to repeat it. I'm truly sorry, Hanako. For a moment, I forget my own sadness and disappointment. Then, her smile is back, and the moment is lost as her words echo in the hallway. I hope to see you here again in 3 weeks. Please take care. My head understands her words, but my heart is still feeling miserable. Oh, Hanako, honey. Oh.
Okay, now we're in chapter 6. This might seem like a weird spot to end, but I think that's a good spot to kind of put a pin in it for today. Because, oh boy. Oh boy, just... wow. Actually, that's the best time. Yeah, I'd say so. Feels like a natural spot to put, just to end things for now. Most S-tier scene in this game, and we're barely into it. That was... wow. That was actually really good. And this is a fan fiction. This is adapted from a fan fiction. So that was in there already. That was already written years ago. Put it in a visual novel format and it hits just as hard, probably even harder, because you get the music accompanying it. Unless as part of the fan fiction, they did what I think the Learning to Fly, what Eurobeat Jester did with Learning to Fly, and actually puts in like, alright, this track starts now, like kind of thing. Which is like going above and beyond, but it's like, you want to experience this story in full, see the track list I basically have. It's the same tracks from the game, but just, alright, once this paragraph starts, start playing this track. And then cut it out, go to this track. Like, holy shit. I'm pretty sure Eurobeat Jester did that. Hold on. I don't wanna, you know, say they did something when they haven't. Hold on. Oh, Katawa Forums. I know some have done that. I just want to make sure. I don't want to make sure I'm just making bullshit up. I might have just made bullshit up. Yeah, I think I just made bullshit up. I know someone did. Unless it's in a later one? Okay, I just made it up. I made that part up. I know someone in a fanfiction that did a fanfiction did that. I know somebody did. Saying when to play specific songs. I wish I knew who it was. Then again, unless they did it in very later chapters. They might have just done it in later No, damn it. Okay, someone did. I can't remember who it was for what one, but you know what I'm trying to say. Also go read Learning to Fly at the same time, guys. Eurobeat Jester finished that one. He finished that after like 10 plus years of working on it. And also go read Sisterhood as well, so if you want to like see the full thing before the mod is able to finish, because it's going to take a while since it's kind of a side project for the person adapting it. I'm going to have to look up somewhere where I know somebody put in, someone for some fanfic, Katawa put in parts where certain music tracks should start playing. I thought it was Eurobeat Jester, but I was wrong. On that same notion, we're going and looking up, you know, those fanfics to read through. You should also go and look up Oracle. Maybe. Kinda, sorta. Isekai Guardian Agent VTuber. Artist. Awesome, amazing, comfy friend. You gotta have a good time with her. Show her all the love and support she absolutely deserves. I need a haircut. I don't know why I ended that with I need a haircut. Yeah, go and check out Aura. Please do. She's fantastic. Alright, what's the schedule for the rest of the week? Oh, look at that. Tomorrow, more Sisterhood. Yeah, that asterisk, ignore it. It's because we're still doing Sisterhood. It looks like this will take probably the entire week. This probably will take the entire week to get through. Maybe a little bit into next week as well. We'll see how far we get. We'll see how far we get. We'll surely have happy, wholesome scenes, right? The fan fictions, the two of them and all that? Almost certainly. I mean, we started out with the happy, wholesome one at the very beginning. There's got to be more. There absolutely has to be. Hi, Pencil Pookie. How's it going? We're actually just about to end off for the night. I hope you're doing well, though. You're welcome, Aura. You're welcome. What's the most challenging game you've ever completed? Lord, now you're gonna make me look at my games completed list. Let's see. I would have to say it's a tie between Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. So they both had their hard points. I mean, they're basically more or less the same game, but still, they were difficult. I stream at least 5 days a week. Either at 10 a.m. or 6 p.m. It all depends on my work schedule. It's wholesome, emotional damage depending on the route mix, and maybe some happiness in between. Most of the routes do end up happy, though. Like, pretty much all of them end up happy. One made me cry on stream, even though I had played it before. The other one made me cry when I played it the first time, off stream, but didn't after the fact. Didn't when I played it on stream, shockingly. That's nice to keep the grind? Yeah, this is a fun hobby for me. That's it, that's all. Just a hobby. Debating whether or not to raid out, but I probably won't. Maybe. I don't know. A fair bit of people doing. I think I might raid out, actually. Well, thank you, thank you. I'm debating now who should I raid? Just a minimum wage job. Good old 9 to 5, if it kind of more or less is a 9 to 5. It's just that standard like 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. The regular. Whew. Oh, well, thank you. I'd appreciate it. This might be the only time I can do it. No, I do not want art. Ugh. Yeah, I saw that coming. I wanted to be a little hopeful, but I saw that coming. I had a feeling. I wanted to be hopeful just a little bit. But yeah. Oh, one of those, you know, one of those, hey, how's it going? What's your stream schedule like? You're really cool. I'll be honest with you, I'm an artist. Would you like some custom designs? I have a few ideas if you want to hear about it. I had a feeling that's what it was. Had a feeling. Yeah, that's part of what... I'll be honest, that's part of why I was stalling before raiding out. That was part of why I was stalling before raiding out. I wanted to be sure. I wanted to be sure. Yeah. I know the pattern every time, whenever this stuff happens, but, yeah, it's just one of those... I still have that tiny little bit of hope that maybe they are actually a person and interested in general. But, yeah, once they bring up that they're an artist and wanting to do designs, like, yeah, no. I see where that's going now. They didn't even follow, by the way. They said they would drop a follow. They didn't drop a follow. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, that's literally why I mean, you guys are on a ad break right now. I don't think anyone could really hear me. Because, of course, I'll wait till the ad break's over before we actually raid out. God fucking damn it, you know? One of these days. One of these days. One of these days we won't have GFX artists just trying to self-promo themselves with the same script over and over again. Oh my god, the stupid ads! Ugh! Why? I was too busy with that. I didn't pay attention to delay it. It's almost done. One more minute, and then I'll raid us out. Because I know who we're raiding. I think it might be the only time I'll be able to do it this week, potentially. And I have a fair bit of people. I have an pretty good amount of people actually, than usual. So I feel comfy doing it. Plus, I usually try not to raid them super often in general, because I don't want to be like, yeah, just want to do it every now and again kind of thing. You'll know exactly what I mean once I actually hit the raid thing. Oh my god, the longest 10 seconds of my life right now. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Welcome back from the break, everybody. Welcome back from the ad. Welcome back. We're gonna raid my Kamiyoshi. we're raiding Ginger. We're raiding Sai. Feel free to use either one of those commands. Feel free to use either one. She's currently going on a little tiny mini partner anniversary subathon, multi-a-thon, multiple things being celebrated. Currently on day 4. She's got 15 hours left on the clock. She'll be there for a little bit. So just have a good time. Congratulate her about just everything, because she's absolutely awesome. And thank you everybody for, watching, commenting, lurking for the bits. Appreciate it very much, guys. I'll be back tomorrow around 6 o'clock for more of Katawa Shoujo Sisterhood. So, I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night. And let's send some love off to Sai.